today's topic is quite different because we'll be talking about male skin health. So I'm sure that this problem, a lot of do men actually care about their skincare? Actually, I'm sure a lot of people will think that guys, when they take care of their skin, at this so in this aspect, they're probably a little bit more lazy compared to women because they think that as long as it's clean, then it's okay, right? So they wouldn't really take care of it much. But do men care about skincare? So actually, research shows that skin concerns or disorders, it can actually all affect our self-image. It can all affect our relationship and also our performance. So when our skin has problems, it will make us have really low self-esteem, confidence, and that's why you don't have you will have poor performance or relationships, and that's why solving this skin problems can help actually build this confidence in ourselves. And so to these men, skincare is actually a really so what should we do for male skincare? Because there's actually so we don't really know how much males have take care of their skin, but actually even though we think that males don't really take care of their skin, however, the men's grooming product market is really huge too. In 2020, the market valued at 55.2 billion USD. And it's also calculated that between 2022 and 2026, the compound annual growth rate, how much it'll grow, it'll increase by 4.3%, which proves that males grooming market is getting bigger and bigger. And so a lot of males are also starting to take care of their skin. And also in in Asia Pacific, especially Malaysia, this part of area, Malaysia and Indonesia. So this sector, actually men grooming products is actually the fastest growing market as well. So this shows how much men are also starting to take care of their skin. Okay, so now we know the prevalence of how males are taking care of their skin. So now let's we have come to our very first question. How is male skin different from female skin? So we need to know the correct way to treat our skin, right? But before that, we need to understand our skin type, especially for men. So according to a research, male, they will have more sebum content. So what is sebum content? Sebum content is has more oil. So sebum content is like oil on your face, or it's basically the oily stuff, the dirty stuff on your face. And so a lot of people will think that it's only women, it's women's face is more oily than male, right? However, research shows that male has more sebum, more oil content on their face. Why is this so? It's because of their hormones, so because there's a different hormones, and that's why the sebum content for males will be higher compared to female. And the second aspect is skin pigmentation. So what is skin pigmentation? So skin pigmentation is basically like freckles on your face or black spots on your face. And according to this research, males' skin pigmentation is increased compared to women. And also males, so if you think about thickness, the thickness of our skin, so is male's skin thicker or female's thicker? So it's actually males. Okay, so all of your face, so like your jaw, your forehead, your neck, so males skin thickness is actually so much more thicker than female. And also facial wrinkle depths also shows that males wrinkle depth is more increased and more prominent compared to women. And part of the reason is why that men, they don't really take care of their skin, and that's why they don't put on sunscreen, and that's why when they go under the sun, they will have more damage to their skin, and that's why the wrinkles are more deep in their face. Okay, so now we've come to another aspect, which is facial sagging. So who do you think, male or women's facial sagging will sag more, or face will sag more? And the answer is actually for male. So actually, the eyes, the wrinkles around the eyes will be more prominent in the sagging part, and your face becomes more saggy. Okay, so now let's look at more different aspects. So how about the hydration level within male and female? Actually, it's the same, it's similar. And also actually the pH levels of our face is also quite similar as well. And as you guys can see from this graph, actually females' stomach will have higher pH, but there's actually not that much difference. And also microcirculation. So what is microcirculation? So it's basically, we have veins and then we have arteries, right? And so these tiny veins on your face. So like we still need, the blood will still flow in these tiny veins, right? And that's why microcirculation is really important, because our face is filled with so many tiny blood vessels, and that's why actually the microcirculation for male and female is also the same. And also the boing feeling of your face, the skin elasticity is also the same for male and female. So for our face is quite similar. So actually, to me, there's actually not too much of a difference. It's just that just now, maybe because of the oil level, the oil content, and also the thickness of our skin, that's the only key difference. But the other factors which is different is probably because male don't really take care of their skin as much. Okay, so now let's move on to the next question. So men should only use men-specific skincare products? So should they only consume some supplements that's only targeted for males only? So actually, we need to first come back to ourselves. So actually from the research that I showed just now, and I explained, actually male and female, the skin type actually isn't really different, right? So the first thing is that you need to know your own skin type. So maybe your face is more oily, maybe your face is more dry, or maybe your skin is more acne prone. So all of these are the aspects that you should look into, instead of buying into the marketing system of saying that these products are targeted to only men, because female and male skin is almost similar. So now you have known your skin type. So maybe if you don't really like the fragrance, or like you think that the fragrance is too girly, so you can look for products which is fragrance free. And so that is why you shouldn't limit yourself to the skincare products, which is based on the packaging. So maybe the packaging is saying that it's only for females, and then you don't use it. And actually, it's not that. Skincare products could be unisex. It's because our skin cells for males and also females are really similar. And so I'm sure that there's guys who have sensitive skin, right? I'm sure that there's guys with dry skin too as well, right? So actually, a lot of the products on the market is for both male and female, which is what I have emphasized. Okay, so just now we have talked about El Marino Young, right? So does El Marino Young also benefit males? So is there any ingredients that's not really suitable for men, or there's some products or some things that are not suitable for men, or it'll also harm them? Actually, before we answer that question, we need to talk about the basic aspect of how male and female skin needs the same protection. So all skin types, because as we've seen, the research is really similar. So we need to have the same protection as well. So how should we take care or do this protection? So the first thing is that we need to protect ourselves from free radicals. So what is free radicals? Free radicals are like the environmental assaults in the air. And so actually our skin were made out of like chains of collagen, right? So it's chained up over and over again, right, in our face. So we have this elastic feeling. So once we have this free radicals, so if we don't have protection against this free radicals, then we will have these oxidative damages because it can penetrate through. And so that's why our skin cells become weaker and weaker and weaker until it becomes very damaged, and it almost becomes dead. And that's why we need to protect ourselves from free radicals that's all around in the air, in our surrounding. Okay, so second thing we need to do is that we need to promote stem cells renewal. So what is stem cell? Stem cell is basically the ancestor cell, is the original cell, and then it splits into two, and then it splits again until it splits into a specialized cell. And specialized cells are like cells for our brain, for our stomach, and for our skin as well. So if we promote this stem cell renewal, then it can divide even faster, and that's why we can get new skin cells even faster as well. That's why it's also really important with promoting stem cells renewal. Okay, so now we know what our skin needs for both male and also female. So how does El Marino help with these factors, and also what are the components which helps make these help prevent free radicals and also help promote stem cells? Okay, so now let's look at El Marino. So actually, El Marino Young's ingredients are all made out of natural ingredients, and they're also grown from selective regions from the world. So there are four main components in El Marino Young, and so the very first component is Vigra tannic, and it's a red pomegranate fruit extract, and it's also extracted from Spain. And so it's really important because it's really important of where it's planted or where the fruit is taken, is because Spain, it is planted near a volcano, and that's why they have the volcanic soil, and that's why the products is the pomegranate is really fertile, and it is also really rich, and that's why the components within this red pomegranate is really rich, and also it has a lot of the things that we need, like antioxidants, and we'll be explaining it later. Okay, now we'll be moving on to V-Senta. V-Senta is actually a pomegranate flower extract. So Vigra tannic is the fruit, and V-Senta is the flower, and it's all from Spain, which is near the volcanic site where it's planted on fertile soil. And the third component is red orange complex, and it's also known as ROC. It's from Italy. And the last one is collective, which is hydrolyzed collagen and elastic peptides. So now we will be discussing these components in detail. So now let's look at the very first component, which is Vigra tannic. So why would we choose Vigra pomegranate fruit extract? So actually it is a really high antioxidant, because pomegranate itself is already a high antioxidant, but if we extract the antioxidants from the pomegranate fruit, that it becomes even better. Okay, and another aspect is that it has this anti-hyaluronidase activity. So what is this big word? What is hyaluronidase? So what hyaluronidase is that it's a process that disintegrate the collagen that's within our skin. So that's why Vigra Tannic can prevent that. And that's why it can make our face looks youthful, more youthful. And actually, do you know what collagen is? Collagen is basically like a building block for your face so that your face looks really fresh and it feels like really bouncy and really lifted. And so once it doesn't have this hyaluronidase activity that's going on, so that's why your face will have increased hydration. And so once if we have enough hydration, then our hydrolipid will also be protected. So our oil and also a water balance within our face is also protected. And then that's why it can increase our skin smoothness, and it can also reduce the wrinkle depth. And so a really, really important thing about Vigra Tannic is not just that it's an antioxidant, it's a high antioxidant, and also it has this anti-hyaluronidase activity, but it's also incorporated within this ADS technology. So it's patented, and ADS technology means it's advanced delivery system. So why would we call this advanced delivery system? Is because it wraps this Vigra Tannic within this nano encapsulation. And that's why when we consume it, it doesn't get digested by our digestive system, which is really acidic, right? So if it has this nano encapsulation, it doesn't destroy it away. And then that's why it can be absorbed by our body. And so it can reach the maximum effectivity. So this is not your normal pomegranate. So the second thing is your V Santa. And what is important about this V Santa is that it's a pomegranate flower extract, and it's also the vegetal stem cell. So this extract is this stem cell from the pomegranate. So if we humans consume these stem cells from a flower, then what purpose does it have? So the purpose of these stem cells is that it can duplicate and also make specialized cells. That's why it's really, really important. And what V-Santa helps with is that it can increase the stem cell self-renewal. And so where the process becomes faster, and so our body is able to make more new and healthy cells to replace the damaged cells from the free radicals, right? Okay, so does this V-Santa really, really work? Well, according to research, compared to the sheep's placenta, which also has the same effect, and also placebo, this comparison from this research, we can see that V-Santa's counter effect on our skin wrinkles width, and also our skin elasticity, and also our skin hydration. Actually, in all three aspects, it really, really works significantly better. So you can see from the red bar, and also compared to the blue and also gray bar, you can see the huge difference. And that is why you can have more collagen, and also if your skin looks beautiful, and also your cell looks really, really healthy. So that is why V-Santas can really, really help. And also you don't really need to think about how you have to worry about the animal's hormones, or you don't have to worry about the side effects, because it's all safely extracted from natural ingredients, and that's why you can consume it really safely. Okay, so now we'll be moving on to the third component, which is called ROC, which is also known as red-orange complex. So what is actually different from the normal red-orange is because the antioxidant in ROC is actually 3 times higher compared to the normal red-orange extract. And why is this antioxidant important, and why should we need to have this ROC? It's because antioxidant prevents and also makes a barrier against the free radicals that we are exposed to every single day. And that's why it can effectively reduce the oxidative stress and also reduce the inflammation on your skin. And other than that, it can also increase, it can also help with your skin cells, not just like prevent the free radicals, but can also help your skin cells directly. So there's actually different types of skin cells. So as you can see from the graph, so specifically the fibroblasts and also the keratinocytes, which are two different cells within our skin. So it increases these two parts, these two cells within our skin. And that's why it can improve this condition of our skin. And so that's why your skin won't get saggy and also won't have that pigmentation that you might have. And also last but not least, the last component is collective, which is made out of marine, collagen, and also elastin. So collagen is like a whole chain of, if you see it chemically, it's actually a whole chain. So this marine collagen and elastin peptides are basically just the tiny versions of these huge collagen and also elastin. So that is why it's like the building blocks for our skin, and that's why it can help strengthen it and also help reduce the wrinkle depth and also increase the hydration. And so it doesn't only directly affect our skin, but it can also affect our immune system. And that's why if our immune system is great, and then if we have good collagen and we have sufficient collagen, and also our skin is also really, really healthy, and that's why we will have a great skin protection overall. And that is why this is something that male and female, this is something that both male and female needs. And so in short, El Marino Young is not only for women, but also for men. And for the most part, women and male skin type is very, very similar. So except that male skin is more prone to oil production, it's more prone to oil production, also thickness of your skin, but everything else is the same. And it's also really, really easy to take care because El Marino, you just need to mix it into water and just drink it, and it's really, really delicious as well. And there's also the other parts, other aspects where the male's skin is actually different. There's a difference between women is because they don't really take care of their skin as much as women. And that's why our skin type is actually quite similar, except for the thickness and also the sebum content. And that's why El Marino is also really suitable for men to promote their stem cell repair and renewal, and also reduce free radicals, so that the men can also have a total skin rejuvenation as well. So this is the end of my sharing. Thank you so much.
I am Jeffrey. I am from Penang. I'm a hairstylist, 31 this year. Wow, just looking at you, you look so good looking and handsome. All right, so earlier you mentioned that you're a hairstylist, right? So why did you choose El Marino Young? So I chose El Marino Young because as hairstylists, right, we would always be facing the mirror. We would always be looking in the mirror. And so that is why I started to realize that my skin was getting dry and I started having wrinkles and like fine lines. So I was kind of sad because it didn't look good, right? So later on, I saw that my friend's skin was so bright and so firm and smooth. And so I asked him, oh, what did you drink? What did you consume? And why is his skin in such good condition? And so that is when he introduced me to El Marino Young. Oh, I see. So I see that your skin condition is really good. So what are the effects after consuming it? And do teach us how you consume it. So El Marino Young's effects are truly amazing. So at first I drink 4 sachets a day, I drank 4 sachets a day for about 7 days. And the effects were really, really great. My fine lines and wrinkles faded a lot. And my complexion looks brighter too. So I tried consuming 4 sachets a day for a month. So every day, 4 sachets, 4 sachets. And the effects were even more amazing. Like the transformation was so obvious in terms of the fine lines and wrinkles. I look like I am in my 25. I look like I'm 25, even though I am actually 31 already, because I look so energetic and with better complexion, and my skin doesn't look dull or dry anymore. I see. So do you apply sunscreen? Like, do males like applying sunscreen, or like, why do you guys not like it? So for me, right, I actually do have sunscreen, but I don't like applying it as it feels sticky and I didn't really like it. I see. Because I see that you look really pale. You have a wider complexion. So it's a bonus as your skin looks really good and you have like good complexion. So just wondering if you do any sports. Oh, actually, I like outdoor activities. I would go for a run or to the beach or when diving. So when I go for diving or to the beach, right, I don't apply any sunscreen because the coach told me that the sunscreen would pollute the ocean and harm the sea corals in there. So when I went diving, I don't put on any sunscreen. But once when I went diving for like 4 days, I didn't become tan or had any sunburn or any spots. So because as I have a paler skin tone, right, I'm actually really afraid that I will get dark spots due to the sun. So I consume more El Merino Young, around 6 sachets a day. And the effects is as if I didn't go to the beach at all. So actually this co-worker asked me like, why are you so pale? I'm like, oh, I did go under the sun. I had a lot of sunlight, but I just don't get tan. Well, I think that this is because I consume El Merino Young, hence I wouldn't get as tan. So Jeffrey, after knowing about you, right, like ever since when I first saw you till now, your transformation is truly, truly amazing. So just wondering, do you have any encouragement that you would like to express to all the gentlemen that are here with us today? Okay, so first off, everyone needs to love themselves, as no one can help with how you look other than your own self. No one can help you unless it's yourself. So if you want to look better, you want to look more energetic, more charismatic, you need to sacrifice, like which is to purchase El Merino Young to consume. And actually, in this world, there are no hideous looking men, only lazy men. So taking care of your appearance can actually help with your interpersonal relationship, in your life, in your career, and many, many other aspects of your life. So the feeling is truly different. And so as guys, we need to take care of our appearance, and what you can do is consume El Merino Young. So yes, I think what Jeffrey said is really right. There are no hideous looking men, only lazy men. So we want to thank Jeffrey because of his sharing. Actually, he has many, many other testimonials, but we are only having this short interview with him as he has too much to share. So in the future, if we have a chance again, we'll have him join us as a guest speaker again. So thank you, Jeffrey. Hi, everyone. Thank you to our MC, Jasmine. I am Ray from Kampar Perak 35 this year. And I'm also the PD for Transformation Worth Sharing. So today I would like to share with you all a bit of my experience on taking care of my skin, especially about El Merino Young. So why do I like this product so much? it's because this product is very convenient and yummy too. So most importantly, it has very quick effects. And in a blink of an eye, I have been consuming this product for 10 years now. So I started from its first generation to the second generation, and now it's third generation El Marino Young. Personally, I don't think there's much problem with my skin. Maybe it's because I'm a guy, so I'm more lazy and think it's really troublesome to take care of our skin. So that is why I never really take extra care for my skin, and I didn't have any knowledge about it as well. So before I came across ELKEN, my mom would just buy like a face wash, and our whole family, including my siblings, our whole family would be using it together. I remember it was like this tiny. So actually the first skincare that I used was ELKEN's. And I'm fortunate that I didn't have much issues with my skin. So I want to show everyone a picture of me in my first year of college. I was skinny and scrawny, and my skin was on the tanner side as well. So let's have the AV to show us the screen for my picture. So maybe so my skin was on the tanner side, and I only had like a few pimples here and there. So my skin is also sometimes oily, sometimes dry, and it might be because I always stayed up late during my college years, like for events. I participated in many sports competition like basketball, netball, badminton, volleyball, and etc. And I also had like a really imbalanced diet. So maybe that's why I had such skin condition. So as you can see from my picture, I look really malnourished. And so my skin is very oily, yet it's also very dry. And this might be because of my really unhealthy lifestyle, because during my college years where I would always stay up late for events, and I have participated in many sports activities, as mentioned earlier, like basketball, netball, badminton, volleyball, etc. So I wasn't just playing the sports, I was going for competition as well. So we need a lot of practice, right? And so that is why I had such skin condition. When I first tried out El Marino Young, I was 25. And for El Marino, I drank it when it was during its first generation. So when I first started consuming it, I was very disciplined. And I consumed 2 sachets both in the morning and at night. And I realized that the effects was really noticeable. As you can see in this picture, the wrinkles on my forehead and my laugh lines, because I like to smile a lot, and my eye bags, they improved after just the first day. But on the second day of consuming it, it was even more obvious. And as you can see, on the third day, the effects were even more amazing. So most importantly, it allows better oil secretion. Because my skin was really oily back then, I always had to use the tissue to wipe my face. And so my skin was less oily and less dry, and it also looks brighter, and my pores became smaller as well. And with that, I have consumed it for 10 years. As of now, I would drink 1 sachet a day as maintenance. So sometimes if I stay up late, or like it's very sunny out, or if I feel extra fatigued, I would drink 2 more sachets. And I want to show everyone another picture. And so because of ELKEN, I was able to become El Marino's star icon and Transformation Worth Sharing PD. So I have prepared a few pictures to let everyone see my transformation during these few years. So all these wouldn't have been possible without ELKEN. And so this was me when I was 22 in 2008, I was so skinny and I looked malnourished. So this was when I was still in college, I think my last year in college, and I first started joining ELKEN. And next, this was me in 2010. I had started taking care of my skin. So my skin was all right, but I just looked a bit swollen because I didn't really actually take more care for my skin, but just like some. And after consuming El Merino Young and pairing it with Ellie Styles products and learn how to take care of my skin, I started to look a bit better in 2016. At least that's how I think. So next, this was me last year in 2020. This was taken before MCO. And as you can see, I look so much better. And this is me now in 2021. So as mentioned earlier, I am 35 this year, and I am a father of 2. My oldest is 6 years old, and the youngest is 3. And actually, many of my friends or like many other people still like doesn't know that I am actually a father already. So that's right. So I'm so happy, as many would think that I am still a kid. And that is why I would always tell many kids to not call me uncle. Or like, if you want to call me uncle brother. And my wife actually told me that she's very stressed out because of that, like because I look so young, and like she would always tell me to grow a beard so that I can look older and she can look younger. But I think there's nothing for my wife to be afraid of, as we are in this Ellie Styles environment, and these series of ELKEN products can make us all look beautiful, more handsome, and healthy together. And so that we can look younger and we won't look our age. So back then, I really don't look like that. I don't usually take a lot of pictures, and I only had like a few pieces of clothing because I feel like it's really troublesome to dress up. So I only have a few pieces of clothing. Even now, I don't have much clothes. And among us 3 brothers, my older brother likes to take pictures of others. And my younger brother, which is our MC Bin, he loves to take pictures and is also very good at it too. And that is why I would always say that a single closet of his is probably equivalent to the clothes I own for a whole lifetime. But I want to thank my brother, because I came to ELKEN because of my younger brother. And it is also when I finally know how to dress up. I am very happy to learn so much about health and beauty here, and to learn about ladies and guys here. So lastly, I want to say that it's not that we wouldn't grow old. It's just that our aging speed is slower. Like perhaps those who doesn't take care of themselves has an aging speed of 100 kilometers per hour, but ours is 20 kilometers per hour. I hope to be like many of those celebrities where even when their kids are 21, we look like their brothers instead of their dads. I also want to wish everyone, regardless of gender, to be able to transform and become more healthier while joining our event and of all of our episodes for every Thursday. So most importantly, we would like everyone to stay healthy and be the best version of themselves. With the help of our event and with the help of Ellie Styles' series of products. So that is it for my sharing. Thank you.